Hello and welcome to the studio. I'm Elizabeth Hadley. Today we have a very special guest down here at Studio 73, SGA presidential candidate Karine Kanj. Karine, how are you?
Hi Liz, I'm good. How are you? Thank you so much for having me here today. I appreciate it.
No, it's our pleasure. We're very happy that you could come
Very
down.
excited.
We're just going to get to know each other a little bit today.
Yeah.
We're going to talk. It's going to be super casual. It's going to be great.
It's going to be fun.
Exactly.
I'm excited.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, how has your experience at Suffolk been so far?
All right. I'm currently a sophomore here at Suffolk. I'm studying government with a concentration in law and public policy. I intend on pursuing the paralegal certificate.
Oh.
My experience at Suffolk has been phenomenal, you know, between attending Post Malone concert and the 2 parades that we had this year that were super fun.
Just this year, I mean.
I know, it's crazy. I can't wait for more.
You know it.
But so far, so good. I love it. I'm excited.
That's great. And how long have you been a part of SGA?
So I've been a part of SGA since my first semester here at Suffolk. I ran a successful campaign and became the senator for the class of 2021.
Oh.
And that's the exact position I hold today.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds great. And what have been like some of the things that you've participated in as like being the senator, and what have been some of the committees you've been a part of for SGA?
Yeah. So last year I was a part of the Housing and Facilities Committee, and I represented my class on the Finance Committee. So everyone knows that as FinCom. And then this year, also the SGA Awards Committee.
Oh.
And then this year I am currently the Student Affairs Committee Chair. And I chair on SJRB, the Constitutional Review Committee, and SGA Awards once again.
Oh, wow. So you've been like quite involved here.
Yeah.
That's really great.
I have.
No, it's awesome.
It's been some fun stuff.
Definitely. And so what's your main platform, main goal that you've been running behind for the president?
Yeah, of course. So if elected, I intend on starting sorry, oh my gosh. Okay.
It's all right.
So if elected, I intend on starting a scholarship fund to sponsor a refugee child in need of education. This past summer I had the opportunity to work with the UNHCR, which is the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees in Lebanon. And along the way, I was granted a mission to visit 3 different resettlements and actually interact and have some personable conversations with those affected by the refugee crisis right now.
Wow.
What sparked this was I came across 2 young ladies. One was 19 and one was 28 years old. And the 19-year-old I had looked at them and I was like, if there's one thing that you could be or you could pursue in this world, what would it be? And the 19-year-old had looked at me and said, oh, I would want to be a lawyer. So as a law student, I was kind of taken back by that.
Right.
I felt, it wasn't really fair for me to be pursuing exactly what she had wanted to pursue or dreamt of pursuing. And then the 28-year-old had looked at me and said, I would do anything to just learn how to read.
Wow.
So it got really sentimental at that point.
Definitely.
But I decided to take that back and come to Suffolk. And I started to think, we have a 22% international student rate within our community, and we advertise them, we flaunt them, we love them, and they bring so much culture and diversity to our community. And I figured it was time for Suffolk to step out of its comfort zone and give back to their communities.
Wow, that sounds like a really great experience in Lebanon. That's awesome. How
Thank
long were
you.
you there?
So I go every summer because I am Lebanese, but
okay.
but I was there for about a month.
Wow, that's awesome. Wow, I love that idea. That sounds really cool.
Thank you.
And I've seen on Facebook and I've heard other people talking around campus about these Google Forms that you've started, the anonymous Google Forms. I think that's so cool. Can you just tell me a little bit more about them?
Yeah, of course. So another part of my campaign and my platform is, student feedback. I love election season for one reason, and that's because we get so much feedback from the students. That's when the students really start to, pick themselves up, put themselves out there, and really let us know what's been difficult throughout their experiences or what challenges they face on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, throughout the year, that interaction kind of withers away. So I wanted to create a Google form anonymously so people wouldn't feel pressured to say the truth or approach whatever circumstance it must be.
Right, exactly. And then you're never going to know who said it, so
exactly.
you could say anything and
you
no
could
one's
say
ever going to...
absolutely anything.
Right.
I'm reading them. I've been getting phenomenal feedback so far, which has been super helpful and will be passed over to the Senate to start change essentially.
That's awesome. I love that idea.
Thank
It's really
you.
cool. It can be anything, you know,
It could be
elevators.
It could be the elevators. It can be like
we all know we don't like the Sawyer elevators.
And 73 Tremont.
True.
So, yeah.
That's great. I love that idea.
Thank you.
So my final question is, what makes you the ideal candidate for the SGA president? Why should people vote for you?
Okay. You know, being a senator and being someone who's been involved in nearly every elections that we've had so far, through the challenges and through the difficult times, and it's been a roller coaster of a year and experience so far, but I have dedicated myself. I have poured my heart and soul into this organization, and I have put in 120% effort. I never gave up on SGA, and I never frowned upon any decisions that were made. I just kind of picked myself up. I learned from any mistakes that I had made along the way, or any difficulties or any challenges that came, towards us, or
right.
roadblocks, I'd say. But I feel like as a leader, it's important to know that things happen, things go wrong. You just have to pick yourself up, learn from them, move on, and just grow as a person. So I intend to, keep that going, to keep that mindset, and
Definitely.
to make sure that the students are heard.
To learn from your mistakes and use them to your advantage.
Or learn from my experiences,
right.
rather, not so much mistakes.
Right. Experiences, and then use them in the future. I love that. That's great.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for coming down to the studio.
Thank you so much for having me.
It was very nice to get to know you a little bit better, and good luck with your campaign. I will be watching along. And when can people vote?
So you can vote on March 4th, 5th, and 6th through SU Connect. Ideally, you will receive an email from the Student Government Association with a link leading you right to the polling area.
Oh, wow, just right next week. That's so quick.
Simple. You can do it on the train when you're commuting into school.
Look at that. No time at all.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Liz.
And hopefully we'll see you soon down here. Maybe after you win. Never know.
Hopefully. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching and for tuning in to this episode of This is SU. I'm Elizabeth Hadley.
And I'm Karine Kanj.
Have a great day. So yeah.